Check, check. Am I up? Check, check. All right. Is that low? Or is everyone low? Or I'm the only low one. Check, check, check.
Check,
No, we're
check.
not
No,
on.
we're not on.
Oh. Check, check. There you go.
1, 2.
Check, check, check.
Check, 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 check.
No, food up here, huh?
Check, check.
That's cool. Cool.
Okay.
Check, check. All right.
Is it up already?
Yep. Oh, our food.
Check, 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 check,
Bar and
check,
shit from-
check, check. You good?
Check, check, check. Yep.
Rich?
Yeah. Let's do it.
I didn't see nothing on it.
Yeah, I ain't got no bartender. He can't be doing nothing. Yeah, it's cool though, right?
I get it.
Huh?
I guess not.
I got water.
That says a lot, Rich.
Been a long 2 weeks.
I'm still going.
Oh, yeah.
I'll maybe go grab a beer.
Yeah, you know, fuck that.
Yeah, not good. I think my kidney needs a break. What's up, everybody? We're back at the ParBar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Monday night.
It
It's
is Monday.
It's been a long week and a half.
I told us.
Yeah, we had a recovery from a bachelor party weekend and
Yeah.
a wedding weekend and,
Yes.
and a beach bash weekend and,
Yeah.
and a
Damn, y'all
50th
just-
birthday weekend.
Do
And,
y'all
It was-
even work? Shit.
It was just a.
Somewhere in between all
It was
that,
just
yeah.
a long ass weekend.
go to your boss and like, hey man, look, I got shit to do.
I can't be drinking all day, bro.
Shit,
Right?
fucking Saturday. I was
Can't
like,
be working
man,
all
babe,
day. I got drinks.
it feels like
Yeah.
fucking Monday.
I know, man. I was like, man, I'm glad to be back at work right now. Actually,
Yeah.
I ain't got to deal with no fucking parties. But as always, my name's Rich D, man, and I'm your host. And joining me as always, look, I can't even do it. Joining me as always, Vince T,
What's up, everybody?
Uncle No.
Half a day.
Ooh,
And,
who we got? Who we got? This is my first show.
Do it.
With,
Do it.
With him.
Do it.
We'll just call him Mr. Mark Fuentes
Yeah,
for now.
Miss
until we find-
Fuentes in the house, man.
I think he was getting frustrated with the Megan and Margaret.
Who called him Megan?
Megan, Margaret.
Megan, Margaret,
Who called him
Martha,
that?
Yeah.
Beatrice.
Oh, Beatrice is my favorite, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
You look like Beatrice.
Tell me what two you look like. I can't imagine.
Hey, go ahead, baby. I've been out for 1 week. Let's go.
Out the womb for 1 week.
Out the womb?
Straight out.
But yeah, we back.
Ah,
What's
yeah,
up?
yeah, go ahead. He's trying
Oh,
to,
he got
trying to
the
find
ring
my
on.
ring. It's right here, folks. What's happening?
Man.
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on, brother?
Um,
I just want to thank Rich D for coming getting me down the street because I ran out of gas.
that shit was tight.
I was like, bro,
Motherfucker lost his damn head.
He's already stressing.
Yep.
hey,
Already.
it's all right.
But
Be all
yeah,
right.
man. I mean, you had a big 2 weeks.
oh,
2 weekends?
humongous,
Yeah.
humongous. Yeah, got married. I know we've been talking about it for quite some time now,
Yeah.
but that is now done. And from what I've heard, it was a great party.
Yeah, it was.
It
good
was.
to you.
I had
All
to
you
be
boys
very-
had fun. You guys had fun.
Yeah, we did.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But
good,
I mean,
good.
that's the wedding, though, man. I mean,
no, I mean, I'm looking forward to the marriage part too. I mean,
right.
that, like I said, the wedding is just a day, but you know, got a lifetime full of this.
Running out of gas and shit like that.
Right. Yeah.
All right,
All right,
Mark
be
got
all
some
right, man.
jokes.
Be
Thanks,
all right.
Margaret. Beatrice, whatever the hell your name
Can I have you
is.
sent it?
But yeah, you know, like at the wedding, you know, like I think I kind of mentioned it before you got married. Was that you're gonna be busy at the wedding? You're not gonna have
Oh
time.
yeah, you
really
don't
to do-
enjoy like how you would anticipate enjoying the event, right?
Right.
So like I didn't eat.
Right.
I didn't. I barely sat. I mean, I sat down for the most part, but then I barely got to like see people, which kind of sucked because they're there for me and I wanted to see them.
Right.
But I mean, everybody knows when you're getting pulled left and right to do things.
Yeah.
Right.
And you're constantly taking like you're on a timeline. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
then you're
Yeah.
then you're taking photos, trying to make sure you make it to all the people who came,
Right.
and take pictures with them. And then by that time you're like, oh man, I think we're gonna eat. And they're like, okay, we're gonna get ready for the father and daughter dance. I'm like, oh Jesus. Yeah. And I think that's, I mean, one of my main advices to everybody is always like, try to enjoy it, man. I mean, it goes by fast and it's really hard to, but try to, you know, because.
Oh no, I think we did towards the end. I think our goal was to get the party started, the party portion started,
right,
like the dancing and stuff, as soon as possible, just so we can kind of go on and mingle with our people.
Mm-hmm.
It took about a little bit longer than what we expected, but it wasn't like that much longer.
Yeah.
So it was good.
No, I think the timing of everything was great.
Oh, thank you.
The dancing was great.
Oh yeah, and thank you guys for doing
DJ
the
band.
Yeah,
Great.
Telling you that wasn't by choice. That was my son's idea. I'm telling you 100%.
Hey, man.
I'm not even lying
Shout out
about
to
it.
Keppa, bro. Thank you, young Keppa.
And
Yeah.
your MC, who was that guy?
Ryan?
That's my boy from long.
He did a really good job facilitating.
Yes, he
everything
did.
along,
He
getting it moving, so.
He does great.
It's pretty funny for a fat guy.
No, I was like, I could.
Hey, Uncle Noah's getting jealous.
No, I was like, I could do better.
And I'm fatter.
At that bit.
No, yeah, that's my dog from way back, man. Just shout out to everybody that helped put it together, and that's Ba Jor, and just kind of everybody that kind of helped out put
The
it together.
family.
Yeah, and everybody
Putting it
that
all
showed up,
together.
man. There was a lot of people that showed up that I didn't see, and I apologize, but we'll hang out soon and rekindle everything. So.
And then after the day after, you probably wanted to rest and
Oh
recover.
my God, bro! I slept for like 12 hours. I ain't gonna lie. I was tired, man. So we went back to the venue just to make sure that everything was straightened out. I went and then unloaded everything. Then we had a room for like Saturday and Sunday, and went back. I slept till like dinner time. Woke up, went to go eat, and then went back and slept through the night. And the next morning, like my legs felt like light.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, is this what sleep do?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I need to like rejuvenate more often, dude.
Yeah. It's funny because so we weren't even going to bring the boys to the wedding.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because
And I thought you guys were at first.
yeah,
But
my wife. Well, she was like, it's just too much to handle, and they're not going to have no fun. And which at the ceremony, I get it. They're just sitting down in a
Right.
chair, and it's church, and
Yeah.
it's part of it.
The kids had a blast.
Yeah, but like me being like an island kid and like growing up in island weddings, that was the party.
That's the best.
man.
oh
that
yeah,
was
dude.
Yeah.
That was the fun times.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, the
It was,
big parties.
for some reason, it was a little bit
The
different than the Guam
fandangos.
club. It was a little bit different from the fiestas.
Cause
But
more
the
high
weddings,
end.
yeah.
Yeah, it's more high.
Man.
end.
Everyone's all dressed up. And
All the grown-ups are drinking, eating, and socializing, so there's nobody really watching the kids.
Yeah.
You run around the building.
you
do all
you
this
run
crazy
amok.
You
stuff,
get to
yeah.
do what you got to do.
Yeah. I
trying to
remember
break
that
dance
stuff.
on the
Yeah.
dance floor. Spinning on your stomach in circles.
Or on your knee.
Yeah. It's okay. It's a rental. He'll go back and get
Right?
it. But that's what I remember. And then we brought the kids to the reception.
Nice.
Because we kind of had to.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I was so glad that I did. We did. Because they had fun. They got some good
you
pictures.
have to, man.
Yeah, they had
You
good
have
pictures. We were laughing because we had a big old family photo at the Vince's wedding.
Oh yeah, in
And
the
I
church.
was like, dang, that's going to be messed up because Napu and Kep are going to see this when they're older and be like, hey, how come we're not in this picture of Uncle Vince's wedding? Be like, because your mom didn't want to take you, man.
Don't worry. I told him Matana could say the same thing, bro. So don't even trip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they weren't in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
I
they
seen when
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys
they
were
were.
having the family photo. I thought I seen a lesson looking for Keppa,
Oh, no.
but Keppa was in the back pouring shots.
That little mug, dude.
Oh yeah.
We had to cut him off at the bar.
right?
I know. It was like Kep was like, I was like, damn,
He was
been
mixing
watching us.
drinks and everything.
Now I feel bad for drinking in front of him like that.
Dude. So we were sitting at the table, right? And Keppa comes over and he sits at our table with us and got the shot glasses and pour Coke in it. And like, he holds it up. He's like, cheers. So I'm like, all right. So let's, humor him along. So we all get our drinks and everything. We all toast, say cheers. Keppa does this. Taps his shot glass on the table and drinks it. I was like, I'm like, oh, shit, man.
Yeah, we're bad influences.
Bad
Yeah.
influences on
Yeah, I
these
know.
boys.
Sorry, boys.
Hey,
I
they're,
think it's
they're ready
funny.
for college.
Yeah,
I
you think it's funny.
Yeah. And then, but the thing is, like, he knows what he wants to pick up and he knows what he doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll be reading a book and he's like, oh, that don't look fun. I'm not going to do that.
Get a knife and play like this.
Yeah. Start singing the song. But it was a great wedding, man, and congratulations again, man.
Yep.
Congratulations,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Right.
Oh, and Two Lovers Point was playing.
Oh, shout out to
Yeah.
them
Yeah.
with Shabby
Yeah.
Bulk, man. I mean, I haven't gotten around to thanking everybody yet, but it's coming. It's coming.
Oh man, it's rough.
But
man.
it was very dope.
Right.
Like everything kind of just fell into place, like as I wanted.
Mhm.
That's all I could ask. I wasn't asking for like too much. I don't think.
Right.
but at least for everything to go according to schedule, man, everybody played their part and super dope.
Cool. Uncle Nono, you were busy with that 50th birthday. You helped out. Friday morning. Right. Yeah. And you were like wandering around at the wedding.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Nono was faded.
But not. I was faded, but on the top of that, man, my stomach was like bloated, dude.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, that's uncomfortable.
That prime rib didn't want to come out, dude. it was bomb, dude.
Yeah.
But I didn't take a shit like all fucking morning, dude. You know what I mean? I was like, I've been holding this, and then I'm like, damn, they got the bomb ass porta potties. You know what I mean? I'll let one loose in there, but it didn't want to come out, man.
Yeah, those things were the shit. They had live music playing up inside
Yeah,
and
no,
everything.
for reals.
Yeah, that thing was fancy.
Yeah,
fine
they're
art,
really
fine
nice.
art painting over the toilet on the wall. Those things were nice.
Now, where was this at?
The porta potty
restroom.
outside.
Your guys' porta potties.
It was like a porta potty
Oh.
trailer outside. Those
Oh
things
yeah, I
were-
went in there one time, man. That was it.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, damn, this is pretty nice.
No, it's tight.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
But I couldn't take a shit. I was fucking drunk as shit. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm ready to go home.
Man, you messed up, and you were the one hyping me up the day of.
Yeah, right.
You were like, yeah, dude, we can stay here till like 4 a.m, and yeah, dude.
How late did you guys stay till?
I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
It must have
either.
been like midnight, like
Yeah?
maybe right after.
Yeah, well, I think we left around like 11.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I left not too long after. I was about
Yeah, everybody.
11:30.
As soon as everybody started trickling out, then we kind of just waited till the next morning to clean up and we just got some
Yeah.
rest.
Yeah, because we went back and then kind of felt like it was Sunday already, but it was only Saturday. We had the beach
Right.
party. I was
Yeah,
like,
beach party.
shit, I'm not ready for that.
I don't know. I like parties on a Friday night. Yeah, that was fucking.
That was a
shit,
good
dude.
idea, man.
I was like, hell
That was a
yeah,
real good
this is
idea
a
doing it on
long
Friday.
ass weekend.
Hey,
Yeah.
that wasn't by
Yeah.
that wasn't by choice. It was just hella cheaper.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's why I did it.
Yeah, I got guys at work. You're going to a wedding on a Friday? I said, hell yeah, I'm going to a wedding on a Friday.
Why?
why
What
you
you doing on
happy?
Friday?
I said,
Yeah.
because I'm off tomorrow too. I said, let's party on a Friday night. You got
Right.
2 days to recover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Party on a Saturday night. You got that one day. Monday, you just dragging in like, fuck Saturday.
Yeah.
Fuck that party. Right? That was good. I like that.
Yes,
I get it.
It's no good waking up drunk on a Sunday.
But then you went to a 50th birthday Saturday.
Yeah, it was my cousin Edgar's 50th birthday. It was they had a casino night.
Mm.
Everybody was dressed up in red and black, like roulette table and stuff like that. It was hella fun.
Oh, so it wasn't at a casino.
No, it was just a theme, right?
Yeah,
oh,
it
I
was
thought you
it
were
was
at
a theme.
like Vegas.
Who did all the
No.
desserts and stuff for that?
My niece, Daisy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
That was
dude.
pretty tight.
but man, dude, it was good. It was all old school music.
Yeah.
They had some new school music in there, but majority like old school music.
Nice.
My cousin Edgar pulls up in the '65 Impala, you know what I mean?
Nice.
With hydraulics. It was pretty cool.
Is that his or is it like rented?
No, it's our nephews.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, that was it. Then
cool.
partied there,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I didn't drink
Mm.
because Tara was upset with me. I did dance with her at the wedding.
Oh,
So
damn.
yeah.
Dang, why
So
not?
because dude, I was fucked up, dude. My stomach didn't
He was
wanna-
afraid. He was afraid
I
to
was
do on the
drunk.
dance floor.
Dude, I was watching him. I was like sitting there just chilling, and I just keep on seeing him walking, man. He's just
Yeah.
walking circles, like
And, dude,
laps.
and he had that stressed look on his face, like,
No, I needed to let loose,
Yeah.
to feel better. I couldn't.
Dude.
Yeah.
I didn't let loose until I got home, and then it was
Out of
like
all
my
that-
body went like this. Okay, are you comfortable now? Okay, let's do this. And then I told her, I was like, get back up. You want to go back? And she was like, no, I'm tired now. I was like,
man.
shit.
It's messed up, dude.
Yeah, but it was pretty close on going back, dude.
Should've
Yeah,
came back.
because I still had on my clothes, and so I was ready. And then she didn't want to go, so I was like, okay, cancel.
So then we did. And then me and Mark were at the beach party. That was Saturday, which was cool. It was a lot smaller. I can tell you that because there's just things happening at the same time,
Yeah.
and some
The
family
Santa
emergencies.
Rita Fiesta, correct?
no, it was
Not
San Roque.
Yeah, San Roque
Oh,
Fiesta.
San Roque Fiesta.
So yeah, I mean we're all a little bit spread out more than usual, but it was good, man. It was a good day. It was kind of like relaxing, but then for us it's not really relaxing because we also had practice.
Mm-hmm.
we ran practice, and then we're also trying to think of things for the kids to do and kind of have like bonding time. And so that's also work. And then he kind of burnt out by like 10. You know what I mean? Like, and then come back home and then we get ready for Sunday. I can't remember what we did yesterday.
Hey, did you guys do a bonfire that night, by the way?
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah, we
was going to
jamming.
come by, but I was too damn tired.
Are we having a bonding night?
For PIFA?
Yeah. It's tradition.
Yeah, it is tradition. Yeah, we probably should plan one, but
Yeah.
every weekend's already booked, man. I don't know.
Got a perfect bonding night. Everybody come over and help me move.
A horrible bonding. I ain't doing that shit.
I definitely don't want to bond with you guys that way.
Yeah. That would not make me
mind.
bond with you, son.
Nah.
Cancel that.
No,
I'll be on Mark.
we'll put them boys to work, man.
As long
We'll
as
just
you,
sit back and drink beer.
yeah, as long as you pack everything up.
Yeah, we'll just sit back, drink beer,
And then we just,
Everything's ready to
we'll
go.
direct them.
well, yeah, we got to get ready for PIFA. PIFA's coming up.
Yeah.
Shit, that's in 3 weeks.
Damn. Yeah, it
That's
is
fast.
3 weeks.
About 3 weeks or so.
That's fast.
PIFA's coming up. It's going to be a lot of great performances out there. I'm looking forward to seeing some groups this year. I don't know if they have music this year. Do you know? Have you heard anything about music?
Nope.
I haven't heard about anything, to be honest.
Oh, well, you've been a little busy.
Yeah.
I haven't heard any. Oh, you know what? No.
No.
Sunday,
Jesse Bias and Ruby.
Yep.
Right?
Jesse
It's coming out. Yeah.
which will be performing Sunday, which should be kind of cool to see. I mean,
Yeah, that'd be beautiful.
see, I want to see what the crowd's reaction is to seeing them.
What if it's like super cha-cha like everywhere, bro?
Well, I think it'll be good. It'll be a really good reaction, actually.
To seeing them?
Yeah, because there's gonna be a lot of Chamorro people it's gonna be unexpected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we do have a big Chamorro crowd out there.
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna put it out there. And then
They
the
should
following
blast
weekend,
it on their flyers.
and then the following weekend you got the 65th.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 65th for the Guam Club.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, like anniversary?
Yeah.
And
65 years.
And they're gonna be playing with us there.
Who's gonna be playing?
Ruby and Jess.
So
So
let's
wait, is
take-
the Guam
they-
Club having something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 65th, the following
Yeah.
weekend after.
No, but
FIFA.
I don't. What is it like a big party or what's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're celebrating the 65th anniversary. It's a big old celebration.
You've been out of the loop because you've been busy getting other stuff.
It's a celebration.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
it's
but
a
yeah,
party, dude.
it's
Oh shit, I gotta go.
Oh yeah, I think
gotta go.
it's gonna be packed. I think it's the 29th, right?
for listening, we're gonna go
Yeah.
to that again.
Yeah,
Is it free or is there ticket sales?
I don't know. I honestly don't. I mean, if they blast it out and all the Chamorros and probably San Diego actually go, to be
Yeah,
honest,
that's be crazy.
they're not
bro.
gonna fit.
Hell
Yeah.
no.
Well, I haven't seen any flyers, dude.
I
Or
seen
maybe
one.
I seen one.
Yeah, I seen one.
Yeah.
It's floating around, but I don't think it's been shared too much because I think everybody kind of knows about it.
Right.
But,
Well, I think they're still coordinating the planning too, going through all the logistical stuff
Yeah.
right now.
But there's some heavy bands coming out for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not just Jesse and Ruby. So
Yeah.
I know I know. I mean, I don't know if I can say it all out here because I haven't confirmed them, but I just know that there's people coming out from L.A., Washington.
Yep. It's been rumored some
Yeah, some
performers from Saipan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
I think it should be blasted.
I think it should be too, but
We don't know if it's confirmed yet. Or
yeah,
not.
I think maybe they're waiting to confirm.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
The first act is already confirmed.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
That would be me. So the second act is Jesse and Ruby.
yeah, all right. Well, don't show up for an hour or so.
Stupid. Fuck that works. You.
So that's up. I mean, that's coming up. If you line up all the things that happen every weekend, right? You have the party this Saturday,
Uh-huh.
right? Sister Nancy, Big
Oh
Daddy's,
yeah, well, Big Daddy's birthday.
Big Daddy's birthday,
Yeah.
which is invite only, right?
Yes.
Pretty much invite only.
Right.
But that's a party in itself. The following weekend, you got a big old concert down over at Coors Amp, or what is it called now?
Sleep Train.
Sleep Train,
Sleep Train.
which is like Common Kings, Revolution, all
Yeah,
that.
definitely leaning towards going to that.
Yeah,
But
so
who knows?
that one. And
That's gonna be bad.
yeah. So then you got the 15th, which there might not be anything happening. What there probably is if someone goes check.
Practice
Yeah.
overnight.
But we got practice. So if the 15th we can do our bonding night, that'd be perfect.
Right. Yeah.
And then the following weekend you have PIFA, and you're at PIFA. That's 2 days.
Damn. Then October's here, and then fuck, it's Christmas.
Yep.
Damn.
Then God damn it, I'm 40.
And
Just
I'm
like that.
42.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, yeah. This summer's always really busy, but I feel like this summer's just been like constantly busy because we went to Guam. You know what I mean? Like,
Been a busy year.
Yeah, like I don't think we ever had a break. We had CCF and then we got ready for Guam.
Got shit done this year.
All right, question. I always say this every year, but what can we do to slow the year down? Do we want the year to slow down?
Smoke more.
Not
weed.
really. I don't know. I don't necessarily think it's a good thing.
Shoot
I mean,
up
if you're not
heroin.
doing that much, but I mean, I guess it depends on how much you're accomplishing in that time frame too. You know what I mean? So, as long as things are getting done and you're kind of like nipping away at your goals, I think it's a great thing. If you're not and you're just saying, fuck it, I missed it again. Fuck it, I missed the goal again.
Yeah.
Then you probably need to slow your life down a little bit. But I think right now we've hit everything we've gotten to. We went to Guam. We did CCF. We've had our beach bashes
And I don't feel like we've been spread out too thin with it this time. This year.
I think we have been. But I only think it's because we're able to accomplish it within those short time frames. You know what I mean? Like our mindset of accomplishing things within the group, at least, we're really focused on accomplishing it. And then when it comes down to crunch time, it gets a little tighter, and you know we're able to pull it off. But it's gonna be that one time where you don't pull it off, and you're just like, shit. I think that was too much.
Hey, real quick, shout out to the family from Hawaii that came in for the wedding that they're watching right now. They're leaving back tomorrow, so
Oh damn.
they asked about the show, and so they knew I left. I actually was at my in-laws' house barbecuing before this, and they're just for them, just to hang
Let
out.
me smell.
Smell? Go ahead.
Short ribs.
Oh, dude, pretty close. Steak and chicken, dude. You're pretty good, dude. What the heck? No, but they were curious about the show, and I told them about it, so they're watching live right now. So
Cool.
yeah, shout
What's
them
up?
out.
Oh.
Yeah, and
Half a day.
yeah.
Was that the ones in red and black?
No, they're not Bloods, bro.
No, in the red and black Aloha shirts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punk ass.
Hell no. I know you miss me, bro. Yeah, no. So that's now my grandfather and grandmother and like the family, and so like
Cool.
dude,
Cool.
super cool.
Yeah.
Like it reminds me. Well, they're better to hang out than you, but
Well then.
Well, next time I just won't bring you gas.
What a jerk.
Maybe next time
know
you
you-
just walk.
I know you guys miss me, bro.
All right, so now we're caught up a little bit. Let's go into our topic at hand. That was actually a 20-minute catch-up. Jesus, we should probably do that before we got on the show.
It's been a while.
So today's topic is kind of I don't know, it's cultural. It's music. It's especially appropriate for us because we're from California, so we kind of know. So there's an artist I saw on Chamorro people on Facebook, Joe Danzy, I think his name is.
Right.
And he came out with some rap music, and he posted on there, and it's mixed responses. Some are like cool, and some don't like it. Some think it's inappropriate because it doesn't fit our culture. And so that's why I actually brought it to the table. And I was sitting there kind of contemplating it through, I don't know, maybe the last 2 days, something like that. Thinking about what I thought about it. It's art. I mean, like how far are you supposed to go with it? How far aren't you supposed to go with it?
We had a tough argument about this.
Yeah.
Just
so you guys already talked
Saturday
about this.
night. No, with me and my nephews.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a quick break from here. We're gonna play the song. Hopefully you guys can hear the track out there. And once again, it's Joe Danzy, right? Is that how you say his name?
I'm. That's if you read it how it's spelled. Yeah, I don't know if
Okay.
it's Danzy or Donzy, whatever.
Okay. So we're gonna play the track real quick, and then
Oh, that would have been a tight name, dude.
Joe
Dancy.
Dancy.
Ooh, fire!
Dude, that would have been
Fire to your dog and pow.
All right, we're just gonna call him Joe Dancy for now. Maybe that is
Joe
it.
Dancy.
All right, check it out.
Right on.
It's only like 2 minutes.
Y'all let them make this beat, boy.
We them Guam boys. 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 You never seen an island boy with so much swag. Got my island woods piece and my Polynesian hat. Yeah, you know I rip that with specific clan. Island surrounded by the water like a fisherman. Island on my chain, island on my chain. Yeah, you know we out here yelling half a day. We them Guam boys and we don't play. Why they tryna copy, tryna steal our way? Yeah, you know I'm solid like a ladder stone. And I come from the jungle like I'm King Kong. Yeah, I'm tryna put all of my cellos on. We them Guam boys, I gotta rep my home. We them Guam boys. 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 We them Guam boys.
All right, huh?
They filmed this up in the Bay Area.
I think so. I think he's from like Hayward. So that's Joe Danzy. I think it's called Guam Boys. So the question is, right, so on some of the comments he had from his post, or it's a misrepresentation representation of our people. It's not who we are. That's not. And I guess referring to the fact that it's you know, low riders, maybe a little gangster.
I don't
But
think it was
representing
gangster.
culture.
I don't think it was gangster at all.
Yeah, I guess you have to kind of see the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Um,
go ahead. Continue
So,
before I get
I
my
guess-
full.
Yeah, so I think so I think my first question is, and I can definitely round robin it. Is it? Do you feel like it's a representation of who our people are? Hearing, I guess, adapting the video with the song,
No.
and you say no, why?
Just because of he's repping, you know, the Chamorro people, you know what I mean, for what he knows. Maybe he was born and raised out here in the States, and that's all he knows, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But he's representing the island.
Right.
So we had an argument about this with my nephews and stuff that I grew up with in Guam too, is like, because I grew up here in the States, you know, I wore Dickies, I wore, you know, Nike Cortezes and Chucks and T-shirts, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like clean T-shirts.
Right.
And we get misled for that, you know. We didn't know the language and stuff like that, you know. But what makes us different from us back home, you know? Because if you were to come from Guam to the States, we're gonna open our arms up to you and protect you with whatever we got. Man, you can be across the street fighting with some Mexicans, and I don't know you, but I'm gonna go over there and protect you.
Okay.
Vice versa in Guam, you go to Guam, they see you just the way you are, you know, with, you know, like gangster style or city side style, you
Right.
know what I mean? And you go back home, they're gonna jump you because they don't like the way you dress and the way you talk, the way, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it's totally different. But I don't know.
No. You go ahead. You keep on.
Because I had to deal with it, even with my own, you know, primos back home.
Right.
I had to fight my own cousins, and because they thought that, you know, I was from the States and I lived in a certain village, you know what I mean? But I just went to that village just to go check out chicks, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because they had a bunch of hot chicks. But when I come back down to my village in Iran, I got, you know, my cousins wanting to fight me, and then after that, they asked me, they're like, "What are you doing down here?" I go like this, "Primo, I'm from down here." You know, they'll be like, "Lana, what's your last name?" "Charglove." "Lana, you're my primo? Oh, now you want to ask after I kick your ass?" You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's tough, dude. It's really tough. I don't think, if anything, I think these guys, they're just representing their culture to the fullest. You know what I mean? And it's what they know. That's what I see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Born and raised here, and hasn't been back to Guam, and so
Right.
they just
And this is all he knows about Guam.
Right.
Yeah, all he knows is the seal. You know what I mean? He knows the color of the flag,
Right.
and he knows his people.
Got
That's
you.
it. And he'll protect it.
Yeah.
You know.
I can see that. That's actually, I mean,
Yeah, no, the valid point.
right.
Very valid.
I mean, valid point. If you don't know, I would have to like see how the dude's upbringing was.
Right.
Because no matter where you're from, and if you grow up in the hood, you're from the hood.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you have family that brings you up with the same, I guess, morals and values that I guess that you learned from Guam, right?
Yeah, respect them.
Yeah, exactly. I think you carry that, but if you don't, I mean, it's kind of like I can't blame the guy for what he doesn't know or what you know what I mean.
Right.
If he was never exposed to that side of like Chamorro culture or anybody in their own culture, right? I can't blame
Gotcha.
the guy. Now, would you guys like to hear my perspective on the song itself?
I'll get there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get there.
But
just for the presentation of the culture.
See, to me, I have to actually talk to the guy, because if he doesn't know, then I can't blame him.
Yeah.
But if he does know and he's just
Chooses.
if that's the route that he wants,
He chooses like
that-
knowing
is
and
that-
still chooses to be like that.
Yeah.
Then it's different.
Is that?
Is that what you think?
I'm sorry. Say it again.
So if he knows the background and knows the history and knows the culture, but still chooses to be that way,
Then I think
or still chooses to put out that type of music.
yeah. Then I think he has to take the good with the bad,
Mm.
or bad with the good. I think you have to take it as it comes,
Right.
because you're already displaying like in the video, which we'll probably post, is like he's displaying the Guam seal and like the Guam like emblems, which is not a bad thing, I wouldn't say, but
Right.
maybe it's not displayed as the general public of like Chamorro people would want it to be displayed.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Does that make
I
sense?
see. No, I
You
see
know
what you're
I'm saying?
talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe,
You're like, I don't want my kids to grow up like that.
Right.
Right, and yeah,
You know what I
maybe
mean?
maybe that's it. But I'm just saying that's a general census
yeah,
of what
no.
it could be.
Yeah, I get that. I could see that.
And you know, you look at what you're saying with the Guam seal and representing the Guam, you know, repping the seal. There is a big difference between, say, Baby Joe walking into the ring with the Guam flag over his shoulders. You know, people aren't gonna take it the same way as they would with the video, because he's going in there representing as a warrior for his people. You see what I'm saying?
That can be challenged also.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
But
It
I
depends on
think-
what level of warrior you want to talk about. You want
Yeah.
to talk about street warrior or like ring warrior?
Because the only ring that we have is a cockfighting pit.
But the thing is, are we just speculating here, or do we?
Yeah,
do we,
definitely. It's all speculation. I mean,
We don't know if he's actually.
And that's what I said.
From
I
Guam,
have
too.
to, I have to talk to
Right.
the guy
Yeah.
to even
Yeah.
be like have any type of knowledge towards
Yeah, is
like
he
what the song is about.
is he
or
homegrown or is he stateside?
Right.
You know, so
Well, I know. I mean, it says from what I read, he was from the Bay Area, like Hayward or something like that, or that could have been the other rap group, Island Tribe. But I know he's from the Bay. But yeah, I think I think I'm kind of, when I saw it and I was kind of like reading the comments, when he says I rep for my culture, or I represent for my culture, and for me, I'm like, well, I mean, I guess I get it. You know what I mean? I guess I get it. If like you guys say, if he doesn't know, I guess he just doesn't know. I mean, I would hope at least you know what the Guam still means. You know what I mean? Or you know what your culture has been through a little bit.
yeah, and I guess that brings us back to
Yeah,
the
his
point, like,
upbringing.
and if he does know and he chooses to go this route,
Yeah.
then I think he has to take
step
like
back.
not even that. I think if he chooses that, then he has to take like all the comments with whatever he's putting out.
Right,
Like,
right.
I think he has to deal with like the older uncles saying, "Hey, this isn't right," or you know, or people like shying away from his music because they don't want their kids to be exposed to that maybe at that time or point. You know what I mean?
Right.
because no matter what, like, cause we all, I mean, at least I'm pretty, we all grew up here, like,
Yeah.
stateside, so like we understand it. Like,
Yeah,
we know we live in Skyline. I mean, we all understand it.
Yeah.
Like, but I think the growth spurt, right? I think where it's like we kind of like through high school, I guess we all came with it, right? And then I think after that, like we all was like, all right, this is not really what
You grow up.
what you want to do in
you
life.
grow
You
up.
know what I mean? Like you don't want to be this type of person.
Right.
So
Well, I think also in itself, I mean, the Bay Area is a culture in itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
definitely.
You know what I mean? So,
Which is, I mean, I'm not knocking the Bay Area culture.
oh no,
It-
yeah.
it is
I mean,
what
but
it is,
I
yeah.
mean, considering that the Bay Area, they have that type of person. That's the type of people they are. You know, up there, they have a culture in itself,
Which is
within
not
California
bad.
culture.
Which is not
Yeah.
bad to me.
Right.
I mean,
It's just
because
just
they're a big part of California.
when you see someone from
culture.
the Bay, you know they're from the Bay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just like if you see someone from LA, you know they're from LA.
Mhm.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
like just like you name us from San Diego. Yeah,
Yeah.
we know. Like
Yeah, we're chill.
We some southern niggas.
Yeah, but okay, so I mean, I think our collective thing is you know, if he doesn't know, then you know maybe he just doesn't know. Cool, whatever.
Right.
But
and if he wants to know, please, dude, hit us
Yeah.
up.
No,
but that's also self discovery too.
I would think he
yeah.
knows. You know what I mean? It's just a route that he chooses to take.
That's what I said. I was
You know
thinking in
what I
my
mean?
set. I was
Like, I mean, if I follow through with rapping, I wanted to rap too.
I think
You know,
everybody
but I
did at
wanted
one
to rap about my culture. You know what I mean? But and maybe he's just targeting. You know what I mean? A younger age group to get followers and stuff like that. You
So
know?
it's a business move.
It
business.
could be a business move.
You know,
But
I
we don't know.
I look at it like this, and I could see where some people would have an issue with it. Being with the group and what we try to teach the kids as far as the culture goes, and just like the trip back to Guam, you know, what they're going through back there to try to revive the culture and the
Right.
language and everything else. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people putting on a lot of time and work to try to educate the youth coming up
Right.
about the culture. And then you turn around and you look and you've got something like this repping the culture that way.
But
So
what is something like this?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that I could see where that line is at, where the people that are trying to bring up and teach the history, like you said, what
No, of course, yeah,
like Rich
yeah.
said earlier, you know, hopefully he knows what this Guam Steel means and what the people have been through
Right.
over the decades. And if he doesn't, and this is how he feels he's repping tomorrow people,
Yeah.
then you know,
'Cause, I mean,
maybe no fault of his own, he just needs to be educated.
because
right?
it's funny. I mean, I was debating with myself inside like the gym when I was working out earlier today, listening to the music. I was sitting there. I was like, "What if the motherfucker knows more than we do?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if you
No,
go
I'm
and-
not saying that.
What
he
if, like,
doesn't.
no, I'm
Yeah.
just, you know,
Yeah.
I'm saying like,
Right.
what if he does? Maybe we were all talking shit, and this dude's like, "Man, I fucking start speaking Chamorro to you," and be like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Well then,
Hey, yeah, you Southern California
yeah, it was
boys.
like, whoa, you know, you kind of pump your brakes, you don't know,
Yeah.
you know, but
Like,
you know,
yeah.
it's all assumption. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely some of the critics that are out there is already saying stuff. What I'm saying is, you know, maybe you just don't know, or you know, me on the other side, maybe give them more constructive criticism instead of just like bashing the motherfucker.
Right.
Okay. So can we get to the point where what you guys thought about the song sonically?
Well, one more point.
All right, go
So,
ahead.
or one more
Sorry.
off subject, and
You
this
know
is
my
another thing.
so.
So, and this is kind of like segues into it, because I was wondering to myself if I wonder if J Book had this kind of pushback,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because J Book came out with, I think he blew up from Ganja Farmer,
Yeah.
but on Samoa, that you know they don't grow no damn weed,
Oh yeah.
you know. So I'm, you know, like if his elders were sitting there like, hey, whoa, this isn't us,
Yeah.
man, you know,
We're not Jamaican.
yeah. He's like, but then you know you have that point where you know if this guy put out a musical slap that people were just blowing up, would you now then want to represent him? Then would you be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's tight, you know? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I know that dude.
Oh yeah. No, J Book's the shit.
Yeah, exactly. Because everybody's like, hey, J Book
Yeah.
did it without even playing one Samoan song. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
not saying he
Oh,
can't
that's
sing.
totally true.
You know, but
Yeah.
it's amazing because his voice is amazing.
Right.
So then now he's just trying to be,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? He's just trying to be an artist.
Mhm.
J Book's not necessarily saying he's a Samoan artist. He's just saying I'm an artist.
That
Yeah.
just happens to be Samoan.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you know, I mean, he obviously Joe's kind of putting out his culture for that. You know what I mean? But because that's what in his song. And so if he didn't put that in his song and he was just sitting and had a Guam in the back and he was just rapping like that, would that make all the difference? At that
Maybe.
yeah,
I mean,
at that
I
point would you be
wouldn't
like,
know.
well
Yeah.
then he's just a rapper. He ain't a
Right.
cultural rapper. He's just a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take him just like that, he's just a rapper.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay,
I see where
so-
you're going with this.
Yeah,
Kinda,
no, I
So-
see it.
Go ahead.
so-
Go ahead.
Does at what point do you just allow an artist just to be an artist, and not put him in a certain category because he is of your culture,
Right.
And where do you start letting him just kind of be his own person?
Me personally, I'll let him be his own person. You know what I mean? Because that goes for anybody pretty much. You want to teach cultural dance, you know what I mean? You want to teach language, you want to teach, how somebody how to use kamzu, you want to rap. Hey, that's on you, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? I just, I hope it works out for you.
Right. And that's the support
Yeah.
part, but
Yeah.
you can also give him, like, I know Vince wants to say it, but you want to give him constructive criticism so they can grow.
Oh, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Go ahead.
This is just me, and if you're listening, bro, like, you can come talk to me through ParBar or whatever, but I could point out a few things that was wrong with the song sonically.
Mhm.
Production one, vocal wasn't tuned
Mhm.
through autotune, which you should know, key of the song and like how to work that if you're gonna use it.
Right.
Things like that. I think for this from a musical standpoint, and I think people would, maybe even us, would appreciate it more if everything was like tightened up.
Right.
And that's me, cause if I feel like the song was dope, and like I listen through songs, like I listen to the mixes, and I hear the dynamics, and like I hear things like that.
Right.
And so like I listen to songs like that, and if you're gonna say the Guam Boys, right?
Right.
And if you have, I'm not saying that he can't get to that growth and like make that type of song,
Right.
but I would have done something.
Things different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what it is.
Me lyrically, like if you want to get down with it lyrically, it was trash.
And that's
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
honest
saying anything
opinion.
like, because emotionally it could have been all there for him.
Yeah.
Emotionally and like connection wise, it could have been there for him.
Yeah.
Sonically, for me, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
I didn't feel nothing
production
from it.
Production wise, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he can't get there, because
That's the
he
music-
could be the artist that I'd be like, yo, before he was trash, but now he did his work, and now
Yeah.
he's dope.
And that's anybody
that's
who
any
grinds.
artist,
Yeah,
though.
that's any artist.
Yeah,
And you don't
but-
stop because someone says you suck. You keep on going because they say you
and
suck.
that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
he could be one of the dopest. I'm not saying.
Yeah, you
'cause-
could change your name
Yeah.
to Joe Pica.
Yeah.
No, Joe Denancy.
Or
Remember
Joe
Joe
Denancy.
Yeah, that's tight.
Joe Denancy.
And he just
But
might,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
he's
it's
saying
like-
he's starting out, and
Which is cool. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody starts somewhere, and like even me, I can go back to my first tracks and my first mixes and be like, "Yo, that was trash."
but with
Yeah.
guidance and some influence and some
Yeah,
some
and
advice
that's all. That's all it would need. But you would need to. Just know that when people listen to songs, it's not about the message, what they hear first.
Right.
It's about how it sounds, and if it's dope, it's dope. If,
If it's
not,
ear-pleasing,
it's not.
yeah.
No, and it has to. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And-
Because even the suckiest songs that are produced well sound good.
Mm-hmm.
That's only because they got a sick ass beat.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
it,
I'm
yeah.
saying.
goes with
but-
production, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
the
but, you
sickest
know,
rapper could have the trashiest beat, but the message could be dope, and nobody will listen to it.
But
Right.
like Chamorros, man, they like to listen to messages. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
they-
that's I'm speaking as general public,
Right.
Yeah.
Like just if you're gonna upload it to SoundCloud and put it out, it has to be catchy off the bat for anybody to listen to.
To
it.
continue
not
to
just
listen.
one
Just
group.
to even to get to the message
beat.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't do it, but that's my take on it.
Yeah, and Dominic Blas just put a post up, and I agree with Dominic. If that's your boy, you know what I mean, you need to be able to tighten that up and tell him straight up, like, hey man, to me personally, I would work on some parts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like, and that's the constructive criticism that
Right.
you can give the guy. You know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
you could tell him like, this is where I would work at. Lyrically, I'd work on this part. But then again, I mean, it's to each individual person who listens
each
to
his
things,
own, right.
I mean, because listen to the rap nowadays, and you're just like, what is that?
Right, but then
I heard
again,
this one song when I was on the way here, when I was on the way to drop you off some gas. It was,
why you gotta mention that shit again?
I think it was called "Win," and I was like,
Win
yeah,
by DJ Khaled.
no, it was like Jay something, and he literally says he like just repeats the same word like 5 times, like, and I'm
That
like,
makes
the
sense.
whole song.
yeah,
The whole hook.
That's,
Like,
Yeah.
that's the way that
because if
music
you
is
want to
now.
hate, You gonna lose.
Yeah, that
And I
shit's
was like,
stupid,
what
dude.
in the world?
Yeah, I heard that shit the other night, bro. I was like, turn this shit off. This shit is stupid.
See, I
I
mean,
was
so-
like, no, it is. It's straight stupid. I heard it the other night on the way home. You know what I mean?
I gotta listen to that song.
So, but yeah, I mean, I think I agree with you. And Dominic Bloss is online right now. He's saying he agrees to it.
Cool.
And it's really about that. I mean, but the thing is, he's putting it out there. He's repping like you said.
He's
but-
trying.
So
man.
so
He
Testing the
just-
waters.
so
yeah,
I
he's
forgot to
trying.
mention this. A for effort.
Yeah.
Definitely A for effort.
Yes.
Now I'd like to talk to him and see if he learned anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he might.
'Cause
I mean, might be good. I mean, you constantly just keep on going in there and you just keep on putting out tracks. And the thing is,
And you figure it
you have
out.
so many musicians out there who are really great, but
Right.
they never get heard because they don't constantly put it out because they're scared, because they got dissed on their first one. And I'm like, you can't stop there. You just keep on going. Dude. You
Or
just
how
get
many
better.
artists are out there that have a certain style, but they have the person that's managing or promoting them, telling them, no, you know what? Right now, this is what's popping. Do this style.
Yeah.
And it might not even be what his style is
Yep.
right there. You know,
True.
he
That
might
happens
have
a lot.
something completely different.
Yeah, I get that. That happens a lot actually.
Because that to me, it falls into the same category as today's mumble rap stuff. You know, the same beat, same flow. You know, it's just boring,
And
monotonous.
that's just if you don't like it or not.
right.
Because I ain't gonna lie, some mumble rap songs I just like because it sounds dope in the club, and that's my going back to my point where you don't know what the hell they're saying, but it sounds dope.
Right. And
You know what I mean?
and another thing is too is like I remember last time we had, I said it was after Island Vibe. I said I'm not a big fan of Jordan Tees, but a lot of people like them. But that's just me
And,
personally.
and that was me
Yeah.
going back and forth
Yeah.
with you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're like
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I'm like I'm just not personally a fan. But him personally, I'm he's cool.
Oh, he's
Like,
very
he's
dope.
great.
Yeah.
Don Blunt said one more thing. Is a good thing is that we're talking about him, and that's the thing. Is you always want to be talked about,
Right.
right? You never want to be the greatest untalked about person in the world, because that doesn't make
pretty
any
much,
sense.
yeah.
But man, big shout out to him, and
To be honest, man, I hope he gets better.
yeah.
And
You know,
that's my only wish.
And my thing to the people out there, the Toronto people out there, once again, just help the dude. Don't drag him down.
Yeah.
Give him a
Exactly.
chance, help him out, encourage him,
No, I
motivate
acting
him.
like black.
I look at-
It's not even black, dude. Like, dude, it's a culture.
Yeah, it's a culture. Bay Area, that whole thing's a culture.
Yeah, it's a culture.
But yeah, I was just like, everyone's just dogging him. I'm like, man, ain't no one saying like, hey, you could work on this part, or you could do this, or you could do that.
I think he needs some dudes to chime in and be like, "Hey, bro, maybe that line in the second verse, like you should have said it like this."
Yeah.
It's all about how you say it and present it
Yeah.
to the people. But
No Cat in the Hat lyrics. But moving on,
Yes.
like I said, big Joe. Shout out to Joe Danzy, and I messaged him earlier. Actually, let him know that we're gonna talk about his music.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Did he say anything?
I didn't want him to like get upset and like, check it out. It is.
Did he say anything?
Yeah.
Or?
No, he didn't reply, but I'm gonna tag him on Wednesday's post. So
That's good.
Boy,
but yeah, I mean, like I said, big shout out there, and anybody else that's out there doing island music or
Yes.
whatever art you're doing, it's art, man. Just
Island
take it
Tribe.
as it-
Island Tribe was pretty good.
Island Tribe's pretty
Yeah.
like they're all right. I
I
heard.
like them.
I actually was sharing that with the Dom today,
I gotta hear him. But yeah,
but I was like, that's not bad.
Yeah,
You
they
know what I
got
mean?
a
That's
couple.
actually
They got a couple.
And
that are
it's way
catchy.
more pleasing to the ear, I should say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah. Speaking of shout outs, one more shout out to Uncle Joey.
Oh yeah, barbecue show.
Yeah, shout out
Mm-hmm.
to him. He achieved the lifetime award for.
The
Mark.
Olo Letuli Lifetime Achievement Award.
Hey, you said that pretty
Nice.
good, bro.
Can you
What?
say that? Can you say
Yeah.
that slower, please?
Make it corn apple.
Olo Letuli
didn't say
Lifetime
deeper, I said
Achievement
slower.
Award.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. I actually
Congrats.
saw him post that earlier.
Yeah.
Was it tonight that he received, or
I
last
think
night
it was.
that
I
he
think it was over the
received it?
weekend.
Yeah, it was over the
Yeah,
weekend.
lifetime achievement award for just was it is it broadcasting or is it I'm not really too
No,
sure.
I think it's
I didn't
for
really
just doing like. Well, Mark will bring it up and he'll
Cool.
read
Yeah,
it up.
I'm trying to find right here, but I'm not finding anything that's really describing.
I want to say it was about like kind of like just being in the community and doing positive things, moving
Oh yeah,
forward,
he
things
does
forward.
a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I guess he does a lot of background stuff that a lot of people don't see
Yeah.
probably,
Well, I mean,
which comes down to
if you think about like where we were as far as an island community as 10 years ago. I mean, there were no radio shows. I think that's when he started, was the 10 years ago. He had Beat 'em Up Radio, and then he
Yeah.
moved on to Island or Barbecue Show, and Island Block Radio, Dash Radio, And so I think he's just moved there, and then he's also been doing MCing around the country and doing big shows, and then they also work with KCF, Continuous Memorial Foundation up there, and so I get it. I get why he would achieve the award, but he had a great speech, man, and they had a speech and gave him an award, and so big shout out to Uncle Joey.
Oh, you heard the speech?
Nice.
Yeah,
I didn't.
so it's about a good 5 minutes, and it's we got it.
So right here it says that this award's in honor of Chief Latuli, and PTAA will be presenting the Olo Latuli Lifetime Achievement Award to 2 individuals who've been ambassadors of the Polynesian arts for many years. Uncle Joey being one of them, Muakiki Sotoa Solia.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 that got it this year.
Nice, man.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean that's a
well-known
big deal, man.
names
Yeah,
around our community.
And it has a whole like a bio right here of Uncle Joey and what he's done, his achievements leading up to his award.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So big shout out to Uncle Joey and Auntie Keek, right? Auntie Keek?
Yeah.
And so, anything else? You guys got anything else?
Nope. You gonna go into your recommendations or?
Oh yeah, shit. We haven't done recommendations in a while.
God damn, you gotta wait for me to come back to.
I forgot about that. We'll start with we'll go with Vince T, since he brought it up.
All right. Let's see if you're in San Diego. Oh, I guess the cutoff date is already done, huh?
I don't know.
For
Oh yeah, and that was only invite only too. So
yeah. Well, let me get on to the next one. September 8th, Come Kings, Revolution, Stephen Marley. They'll be at the Sleep Train Amphitheater. So if you don't have your tickets, I don't believe it's sold out yet, but go ahead and hit that up.
Nice.
It should be a rocking show. I'm debating on heading out there just because I've been super busy and haven't bought my tickets yet.
Yeah,
but I heard Rich D's gonna be out there, right?
Yeah, I'll be out there. But I need to do your recommendation to go buy some tickets too.
Oh, how the hell you gonna be out there with no tickets?
I don't know. As Uncle No, he getting a lot of shit without tickets.
Yeah, that's me. I don't think I have any.
I just follow good people. They say, come in.
You
I don't
look
think
like
I
a
got anything
bodyguard.
else. No, I'm just happy to be married right now. To be honest.
Uncle No.
Recommendations. If you're planning on moving anywhere and having a shipping company come and get your shit, you better do some background checks because a lot of people are getting scammed.
Damn.
Oh, they're running off of their stuff?
Yeah.
Whoa.
With their money and their stuff.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's
There got to be some like low end companies though.
Yeah. Only like 2 stars, but hella cheap.
like
Yeah.
the offer up crew and shit like that.
Oh yeah, like the DJ services on offer up. Jesus Christ.
What in the world?
Oh, I seen a horrible DJ over the weekend.
Not Friday.
Not Friday.
Oh yeah, what's her name?
Saturday though.
That DJ.
Oh, Kehlani.
Oh, yeah, she was good, man.
She was
she's
good.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of experience.
She played Masese for the first opening dance. That's
Bro,
bomb.
because she knows.
That was
gotta
bomb,
hook it
dude.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you open up a dance floor right there.
I was to be honest, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
I was expecting like Electric Slide or something like that, but it's all good.
Mark.
Upcoming events for us. Recommending the guys get out there, come support us, come support all the other groups that are going to be performing at PIFA this year. For those of you out there in the Chamorro community,
September 22nd.
yeah, 22nd of September at Ski Beach. Then
San Diego.
the 29th, the following weekend, is the 65th anniversary at the Guam Club. They're going to have the Legends, is what it's called, right? The Legends concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, Legends of Guam concert, Legends of Mariana concert. So come
Just
on out.
Spice and Ruby.
I always could recap what I said earlier. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Hey, but that was
so
good.
you
That was good,
Hey,
though.
you know
Hey,
you
that
have no
was
real
good.
recommendations, right? He just took what you said.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Now you took Rich's ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's all, man.
Well, that's
Man,
what I was
gonna
gonna say.
Shit.
Now I don't know what to say anymore. Let me look at my
Yeah,
phone.
let me see. Don't
Make
drink
sure
and
you
drive,
wash. Make sure you
goddammit.
wash your colors in cold water, okay?
Hey,
And don't overload it.
hey, you want a recommendation? Go get some gas before you drive, right?
Before you come to the ParBar, dude, check your gas gauge.
Recommendation. Let me see. If you ever plan on going to Arizona, don't go in the damn summer. I tell you that. That's just
man,
like 108 out that
That
bitch.
sucks because
Oh,
I'm
no,
driving
can't
out
do
to
that.
Texas this week.
Yeah, don't go
Oh,
out
for
there.
real?
Yeah.
Where you going?
Texas.
No,
San
obviously.
Antonio.
For what? Just to go? Or what?
Yeah.
You ever been out San Antonio?
Passed by it.
It's a nice
Went
little city.
straight to Austin.
It's a nice little city.
Yeah.
Yeah, good, fun little city. I went to school out there.
You can pick
Yeah.
some salsa out
That
there.
sucks.
That was a cool little city, man.
Good
no,
little, hot little city.
Yeah, and if you do go to Phoenix, go to Chase Field. We went to a baseball game out there. It was cool. Yeah, it was tight. They have a dome. It was air conditioned.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
gotta be.
dude. And then they have a pool. They have a pool in their baseball field. You can go swimming and watch the baseball game.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy because I was passing by through Arizona one time, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and these guys are playing baseball outside.
Oh wow.
3 o'clock in the
Probably
morning.
because like 80 degrees.
That's when
there.
they have their games.
Yeah,
Nice and cool.
yeah.
So it
So
was crazy.
I would say, yeah, don't go in
Tweakers.
summer if you don't have a choice. You have to go to the baseball game because they have air conditioning. But that's all I got. Y'all good?
Anything else? No. We have anything coming up?
We have some guests coming up, but I just got to confirm. And
All
I'll put out the flyers this week. Oh, and then if you're around September 8th, they're doing that walk. Rise for Climate.
yes, for
So,
SD 350.
yeah. Actually, I saw some crazy stuff on the news earlier, but we'll talk about that off air.
Hey, also, Rich, the boys from the project, September 22nd up at the Belly Up.
Oh, are they after party?
Yeah, they're after party. Remember,
shit,
we were talking
alright.
about that last week. They're going to be the after party up at the Belly Up.
That's isn't that up in?
It's up in Solana Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going anywhere after at FIFA
Yeah,
anyway.
guaranteed.
We're gonna
I
be
mean,
drained from the sun.
Yeah.
But there are people out there, they want to go check them out or whatever. You know, they're going to be up there playing.
Yeah, they've been doing good.
Under the alias of Sidecar.
No.
What do you say?
Yeah.
I fucking do.
All right. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. You guys good?
I'm
Good.
good, brother.
All right, man. With that being said, escalators.
Shoot!